Christmas memory was getting a dirt bike, like on Christmas, like when I was like 8. That was the best memory, because then that same day when I rode the dirt bike, so yeah.
I don't celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or any other sports, but no, I don't celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or any other holidays, but our family likes to like get together, so we travel to Texas, because like we have family in New Jersey, we have family like all parts of Texas, so we just go to Houston, Texas, and we just stay there. We had a tiny bit of snow, like half an inch last year, but it only lasted like a day, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, I'm Jewish, so we celebrate Hanukkah, and usually we have family come in, and it's pretty fun. There's like certain foods like latkes and stuff, like, I don't know.
Каждый год мы выходили на улицу и запускали фейерверки. И иногда мама покупала нам фейерверки с маленькими игрушечками внутри. И когда мы их запускали, мы выходили всей семьей и запускали эти фейерверки. Не в каждом были игрушки, но когда мы запускали, мама специально давала нам те фейерверки с игрушками. Когда мы их запускали, игрушечки вылетали оттуда и падали на землю, в снег. И мы должны были их найти. Если мы их не находили, мы расстраивались. Но нам помогали все родственники, чтобы найти их. Да, и игрушки, которые мы находили, были в виде Снегурочки, Деда Мороза, Снеговика. И в основном они были зеленого или красного цветов, потому что это цвета Рождества, Нового года. И это были они были в виде брошек. Когда мы их находили, мы хотели очень сильно повесить их на свою одежду. И вот когда мы их находили, мы вешали все, что только можно, на нашу одежду.
We don't really have like a huge Christmas tradition, but our New Year's tradition is pretty cool, so we all are like, gathered around the TV at like 12 o'clock, and then instead of alcohol, we drink like this sparkling grape juice, which is really good, and I only drink it at that time of the year. So I'd say one of my favorite Christmas memories when I was little is I was like 9 or something, and I got like an Xbox, and that's the first like gaming system I ever got. And I was kind of like hysterical for the next 5 hours. My favorite game when I was little, it would probably be Forza Horizon, which is like an open world racing game. Or no, not Need for Speed. I'm slow. Of course, Need for Speed. It's sad because my favorite racing game was one that I never actually owned, which was Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. And I really, really wanted that so bad, but I'd always have to go to like someone else's house to play it or something. But I had other games that were cool, but that was my favorite.
So I'm Jewish, but my dad's Christian, so I get the best of both worlds. I get to celebrate Hanukkah and also go over to my dad's mom's house for Christmas, and it would just be all my cousins, my family, and we would all just sit by the Christmas tree and open presents and just like talk, and it was super fun. Especially when I was little, I had a ball of energy, so I would run around the basement. But it was always super fun. I have like little pictures every year we'd get in this giant like garbage bag with with my brother and my cousins, and we have one every single year. I don't know, it's always been one of my favorite memories. It's so funny. It's just like, a decorative one. So it has like, one year said ho ho ho, the other one was just like, they're just fun little things that we do every year.
There are no traditions for me. It's just we enjoy and do everything during the winter break. Like going out to visit places and stuff like that. I'm not very religious. Okay. I like snow because that means there are no pests and animals around. So that's the only reason I like snow. Otherwise, I don't mind.
So we usually go to Chicago for winter break, and we hang out with my family there. But I do like a youth group, so I met people from Chicago there. So I get to see them this year when I go, so I'm really excited to see them. So I used to live in Michigan, and winters in Michigan are insane, and it's a lot of cold and a lot of snow. So there used to be like a lot of blizzards and whatever, so we used to make snowmen all the time, and it was really fun. And then we all went out inside and had hot chocolate.
Christmas Eve, my family is Hungarian, so we always have egg soup, which is like, has a ton of paprika because, again, Hungarian, and it has a egg and a lot of onions. It's really good. And we also have their egg noodles with cottage cheese and bacon.
Well, on Christmas Day, like, me and all my family members, we all go to another family member's house and open up gifts with each other and like just have a good time, eat good food. They make mac and cheese, but I don't, like desserts like cake, pie, stuff like that.
We have Ramadan. We fast for 1 month. We eat when the sun goes down. We fast because there are poor people who don't eat like every day. We experience what they experience, and we try to help them. And we give out gifts or clothes or something to eat in Ramadan. Yeah, we have what we call Eid, where families get together. It's a 3-day, and we just celebrate. Yeah. يوم كنت صغير برمضان كنا نلعب. لما كنا صغار كنا نلعب كورة في رمضان ونتسبح، واجتمعنا ويا العائلة، وكعيد نعد فلوس لما نجمعها ونخلص. That's it.
We used to like go out and look for shooting stars, because we would say that Santa Claus is going with his sleigh. But like now we don't do that much, but we still, at midnight we get to open one present, and then we go to sleep and we wake up and we get to open the rest of them. And this happened because when we were little, we were at my uncle's farm, well, my grandpa's farm, and like everyone was really anxious to open presents, and like we were begging all of our parents to like open the presents, because it was midnight, so it was technically Christmas Day. So they let us open one present and then the rest of them the other day. And while they were putting down the like Santa presents, we would go upstairs and look for shooting stars, so that we didn't know that they were putting out the Santa presents. And once we found a shooting star, we were allowed to come back down, because that meant that Santa had passed.
I don't really have a tradition. I think usually me and my family I visit both sides of my family during winter break every year to celebrate Christmas and New Year's and just be able to see each other, because sometimes I can only see some of my cousins during like once a year. So I just like being able to see them in person. For Christmas, we usually bake lots of cookies. Like my mom bakes meringue cookies. She said she does that because my dad's grandma used to bake meringue cookies, so she does that now. And my grandma likes to make lemon bars. There was one Christmas, one of my cousins was born right around Christmas time, and his birthday is a couple days apart from my grandpa's birthday, so when we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate their birthdays too.
It's just like we set up a Christmas tree and that's it. It's just like a regular Christmas, bro. When I was I have 3. Can I say all of them? Okay, one of them was like, I think I was 4. Okay, when I was really little, my dad used to get me like so many gifts. Like here, when I came here, like when they talk about their Christmas gifts, they would get like 2 things or 3 things. My dad used to get me so many things, and I was like a happy child. And like the next day, I got so many things that Christmas. So like the next day, I like would ask my mom like if I'd like after Christmas people would get stuff, if they would get, and like the day after that and the day after that and the day after that, I would like keep checking under the Christmas tree if I got anything. Yeah, and also when I was like really younger, I'd always have friends over. I guess that's, you can just cut that out, that's like boring. And for New Year's, so we lived in the hills in Jamaica, so like we could like kind of see over St. Andrew, which was like where we lived. We could like see over that parish or whatever. And by the beach, you could like see the beach from there kind of. It was like, yeah, you could see the beach. And like by the beach, they'd have fireworks New Year's Eve. Like as soon as it turns 12, they would like have fireworks, and it would be like along the coast, there'd be like so many fireworks, and it was like, we'd always have friends over and we'd like watch it every like New Year's Eve, like every year. But like since like we came here, it's kind of like boring.
Usually we go back out to New York and spend the holiday with my family. Yeah. So one day on Christmas, my sister opened one of my presents, and I kind of like, I guess I kind of like did something like on Christmas Eve to make her mad. So she knew I really wanted this one specific thing for Christmas, so she broke it. And and yeah, that was probably the most memorable thing that's ever happened. Yeah, it was an Xbox One, and it just came out. So yeah, I really wanted it, and she knew how bad I wanted it, and she broke it. She didn't get punished at all, actually. Yeah, I got a new one though. Yeah.
So we have a lot of family in Florida. On my mom's side of the family, so we go down there and visit them, and it's really nice. We get to enjoy the sun, and it's definitely kind of like an excuse to go down to Florida. So part of their family is Christian, so I'm Jewish, so we get to like put like ornaments on the tree, and it's fun because it's like something different than I usually do, and we always have good meals because my aunt is a great cook down there. So.
For winter break, my family and I always travel to Florida to visit our cousins and my mom's sister, and we do Hanukkah there for that. My favorite holiday, or my favorite memory is probably like going around the menorah, the candle lighting, and just lighting it every night with my family for the 8 nights and just being together.
My favorite memory is probably going to my grandma's house this one time. And like the whole family was there, and I just remember playing, what's that game called? Tunk with my sisters. So it was fun. That was fun. The game is like when you, so you have like 5 cards, I think, I remember. And then you gotta like match your cards together. Yeah, and then whoever has the least amount of cards at the end wins.
Nothing really special, but we like go out to the mall and like get gift and eat together and stuff. My mom will like make food, like Nigerian food. This soup called utana, some food, and then we eat together as a family and like watch movies and stuff on Netflix. Like, oh, that's like, okay, so the soup is like, okay, so think of like something that you would dip in the soup. It's like a chowder type of thing, and then you dip it and you eat it together.
Over the break, I'm actually Jewish, so we're gonna celebrate Hanukkah, and I have a very small family, so usually we just have my grandparents, my cousins and aunts, and my family. We all gather at one of my grandparents' house, and we just celebrate Hanukkah together. We have food, we give presents, and it's a fun time. And over the years, I just enjoy being with my family and just getting some presents that I used to love as a kid. I remember I have one memory of being at my grandma's house, and I got like a Alvin and the Chipmunks t-shirt that I loved, and I wore it for years. another gift that I loved, I was at my other grandma's house, and I got a motorized scooter, a motorbike, and I thought it was like a motorcycle, and I just rode it for years with my friends. It was a fun time.
For Christmas, me and my mom usually stay inside. She cooks lasagna every year, and then we just hang out there and chill. After, when I was younger, I used to wake up at like 3 a.m. and just wait until it was like early enough, and then I would wake her up, and then we go from there. But in later years, it's just sort of I wake up at 7:30. I'm like, oh, it's Christmas. No, it does. My lasagna does not have peas in it. That is terrible. I remember one year in particular, and that's sort of where I hold like the standard for Christmases. I woke up. I had my gifts under the tree. I woke up early. My mom made breakfast, but of course I wanted to open my gifts first. I opened up all my gifts. I don't even remember what I got that year. It was just like being there, being with my mom and eating breakfast together and just sort of spending the whole day in the living room watching Christmas movies. My grandma came over later in the day, my cousins came over, and it was just like such a fun, relaxing day that I just hold that memory very dear.
Well, growing up Jewish, you know, me and my family would celebrate Hanukkah just being together with all of our family, but my dad's side of the family is Christian, so, you know, it's always nice going over there for a change to celebrate Christmas with my dad's side of the family, and that's always fun. We're pretty cliche, we probably just do it the same way, but it's just nice during Christmas, you know, having, you know, my uncle was still alive, just having all of them there and having everybody there as a family, and that was something special.
My family traditions for Christmas is really nothing because when I was 4, I moved here from Atlanta, and so most of my family is down here, and the only family I have up here is my sister, my mom and dad, so it's like really hard to like do something family-wise. If we do something family-wise, we might go out or go out of town, but yeah, so. Yeah, we celebrate Christmas, but we don't put up no tree because my dad says it's too much.
I celebrate Hanukkah. I also celebrate Christmas, but for Hanukkah, if it falls around Christmas time, we usually go to my grandma's. She lives in Buffalo for Christmas, so we usually light our menorah there. And for Christmas, we open up our presents one by one, and then we have breakfast and we do our stockings. And like the most memorable memory I have of Christmas is we were playing Wii bowling one year, and my cousin like went back, you know, to bowl like with the motion, and he accidentally hit my sister in the head with the back of the Wii remote. And that was really funny. Christmas morning, there's this thing like we have Kuchen. It's like we're German, so it's like a German food, and it's like a cinnamon roll. We have cinnamon rolls, and there's this thing called egg bake, where it's just kind of like frosted flakes that are crushed up, and then you layer them on top with like eggs and bread, and it's really good. It's also, I'm pretty sure it's also a German food.
Parents are divorced, so I'm with my dad in the morning, and then my mom at night for dinner. So in the morning, me and my sister and my dad, we go to Cracker Barrel, and then we come home and then we set up the Christmas tree. And then during winter break, every year, like on the 26th, we take a 13-hour drive to Mississippi to visit my dad's family. And like it's always fun for that because like we get to we're really just like talking the whole time and like listening to music, and it's a lot of fun, and like we've done it so much that it's not like an are we there yet kind of thing. Like we know we're not there yet, and so like we just have fun with it.
Tradition? I don't know if we have any special tradition. I mean, I guess there's a select amount of movies we like to watch every year, I suppose. Christmas Story, Polar Express, The Grinch, Scrooge, the musical, stuff like that. I guess looking at the tree, it typically looks the same every year, but it's special. It feels nuanced. You know, it always seems like there's something different about it, even though it looks the same. If that makes sense.
So usually we just, well, for the first half, I eat breakfast with my mom. I eat breakfast with my mom and my sister, and then like the second half, I go over to my grandma's house and like it's a big dinner, and that's what I do every Christmas. Like we eat a bunch of soul food, and then she makes some good seafood every year, like crab legs, shrimp, and then my aunt makes banana pudding. It's real good, probably one of my favorites. We don't really watch seasonal films, but like since everybody loves basketball in my family, we pretty much just watch the NBA basketball games that happens throughout the day in the living room.
During this winter break, we usually, אמא שלי מכינה לביבות ומאכלים של חנוכה. אנחנו אוכלים את זה, אנחנו יוצאים לטייל ביחד, אנחנו חוגגים, מדליקים את החנוכיה כל יום, וזהו בערך. So usually my mom make חמין, שזה מאכל מרוקאי. It's a Moroccan food. It's really tasty, it's really nice. It's we usually eat it like in cold days, and we eat it in Saturday morning. My favorite memory of חנוכה זה כשהייתי ילד. אני זוכר שאבא שלי קרא את הברכה של חנוכה לפני הדלקת הנרות, והוא נתן לכל אחד מאיתנו להדליק נר אחד, וזה היה מרגש כילד קטן, זה היה נעים, זה היה כיף כאילו... זה היה מרגש, וכן, התרגשתי מאוד להדליק את הנרות פעם הראשונה כילד, כשאתה רואה את אבא שלך שהוא כמו מודל לחיקוי, אז כן, that's it.
Many cultures, one bison.
Many cultures, one bison.
Many cultures, one bison.
Много культур, один бизон.
Many cultures, one bison.
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 عديد ثقافات بايسون واحد.
Muitas culturas, bisonte.
Many cultures, one bison.
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 הרבה עדות, בייסון אחד.
Give a high five. Nice job. There you go. Good job. All right. Okay.